We bet we're the biggest fans of the Loud House ever. We've managed to find some amazing illustrations that will show you what the young members of the Loud family will look like in the future. Make sure you watch this video until the end to see what Lana would look like as a teenager. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you're a fan of the Loud House. Now let's look at 10 Loud House characters reimagined as teenagers. Lily. Although we talk a lot about her older siblings, we never really pay much attention to the 15-month-old Lily Loud. Well, all that is about to change. We found quite a few pictures of what Lily Loud would look like as a teenager, and although we have no idea what her personality will be, we can imagine she will be just as unique as the rest of her siblings. But as we wait for her to grow up, we thought we'd give you a little sneak peek of what these talented artists think Lily would look like in her teens. The first illustration belongs to a DeviantArt user, Anton Dis, who gave Lily a school uniform and cute blonde hair. JBoy32X also made a pretty good version of what Lily will possibly look like when she's Lincoln's age. Doesn't she look adorable? We love that he kept her buck tooth. Here's another, slightly older and much bolder version of Lily, designed by Mr. Crab X10 on DeviantArt. Younger sisters love to borrow older sisters' stuff without asking, and you can clearly see her sisters had a huge influence on this version of Lily. We can even spot Lenny's sunglasses. These illustrations do make us wonder what personality will Lily have in the future. Do you think she'll be anything like her brother or sisters? Lisa. The 4-year-old Lisa Loud is the second youngest in the family, but she proves that age is not important because this little one comes with unbelievable intelligence that earned her a Nobel Peace Prize. We love Lisa, and we've previously shown her what she'd look like as a boy and as a bodybuilder. But these illustrations of Lisa as a teenager are some of our favorites. Because she's so smart, Lisa is skipping grades like nobody's business. By the time she's a teenager, she'll probably get a fancy scientist job. We love her, but we also love these fantastic illustrations. Check them out! Seabart on DeviantArt gave us a pretty good preview of the 4-year-old Lisa in her teenage years with these fantastic pictures. Usually, Lisa is unamused by pretty much everything, but at 16, she is finally smiling. We knew she'd come around. Ben the Looney also managed to recreate an awesome-looking teenage Lisa. We also found this illustration by the Loud House fan, who decided to give Lisa a dress instead of her usual green sweater. She's also cracking a small smile, and she put her hair up. It's definitely surprising to see a different side of Lisa, and we can't wait to see what she'll actually look like as a teenager. We bet she'll only get smarter, and she'll probably be the world's most famous scientist. Lenny. The 16-year-old Lenny is the second oldest of the family, but unlike her older sister, she's much more loving and caring toward her younger siblings. She's a fashionista of the family, and although she can be very ditzy and naive, we love her for her carefree attitude. Lenny Loud is already 16, but we found some amazing illustrations that show her in a slightly different teenage version of the Lenny you know. We all know Lenny is stylish, so here are some of the most stylish photos we've managed to find. Check out this variation, created by DragonKyle44 on DeviantArt. Mr. Crab X10 made Lenny slightly taller, and Dark Mirror Emo23 made her slightly older and equipped with all her favorite accessories. But our favorite has to be this teenage version of Lenny done by the Loud House fan from DeviantArt, who added a Sailor Moon outfit to her look. We can definitely see Lenny modeling fashion trends like this in her teenagehood before settling on her current look, which is equally as cute. We can't decide which one of these illustrations is our favorite, but we can definitely tell you that Lenny is one of our favorite characters. Seabart also created this slightly younger teenage Lori, and it looks like she's not yet added the stylish sunglasses to her iconic look. Who wouldn't want an older sister who's such a fashionista, but still good at heart? Lynn. As the sporty one of the family, the 13-year-old Lynn is the most competitive. If you have a lot of siblings, we bet there's at least one of you who loves to turn everything into a competition. You're definitely not the only one. Lynn is already a teenager, but we managed to find several versions of her looking slightly older. She definitely still looks sporty. We bet she's just as competitive. Here she is, looking as cute as ever in her sporty outfit. This image belongs to the Fresh Knight on DeviantArt, who also decided to dress Lynn up in stylish Yeezys. Seabart gave us a whole timeline of what Lynn would look like at different ages, and we love her look at 16. She seems more mature, and it's the first time we're seeing her with her hair down. And here she is as a coach. This illustration belongs to JBoy32X, and even though Lynn is 23 years old on this picture, we can see her becoming a famous coach and make her team win all championships at a much younger age. Even though Lynn's competitiveness can sometimes ruin the family fun, you have to admit the Loud family wouldn't be the same without her. She's so talented when it comes to sports. We bet she will become an Olympic champion in more than just one discipline. Luanne. Of course, we can't forget about Luanne. When it comes to our favorite Loud House characters, the hilarious Luanne Loud is definitely one of our top 5, although all of them have their own unique and lovable personalities. She's absolutely hilarious, even though her jokes sometimes fall flat with the rest of her family. Don't worry, Luanne, we get you. Luanne is 14 years old, but we'll show her in different stages of her teenagehood. The first illustration belongs to JBoy32X, who made Luanne look taller, but we love that she's still wearing her signature yellow outfit. Luanne definitely looks older here, but we can see her looking like this as a 17-year-old. Seabart gave her slightly longer hair, but also kept her cute yellow fashion look. She looks about 15 years old, and she's totally adorable. You can't deny that Luanne is one of the few characters that can definitely pull off that yellow outfit. Jump Around Jump Jump made her look younger, but doesn't she look like she's a lot of fun? Here's another picture from the same artist. She looks awesome. We can definitely see Luanne becoming one of the most popular comedians out there and have her own show even as a teenager. Of course, we still expect her to continue to annoy her family with pranks and her hilarious puns. Lola. The 6-year-old Lola is a pageant diva we can't help but love. Even though Miss Lola is sometimes rough on her siblings, she's sassy and has hilarious moments that make us love her. She's one of the girliest members of the family who loves to dress up and, of course, show off her beauty in pageants. She's only 6 years old, so we found a few versions of what she'd look like as a teenager. Seabart showed us what Lola would look like at 11 and also 16. We love how she sticks to her signature pink color, and we bet she'll win over thousands of pageants by the time she's 16. And while we love her cute chipped tooth at the age of 6, it's interesting to see her full smile at 16. Nautical Pudding on DeviantArt also presented her at an older age, and we absolutely love her long blonde hair. JBoy32X made her hair even longer and gave her a cute pink headband, while Stretz turned her into a real-life princess. Doesn't she look like she'd be a perfect character for the next Disney princess? We love her tiara, her pink dress, and the long gloves. She definitely looks a lot more graceful than the feisty 6-year-old Lola we know from the Loud House. We expect her to win all kinds of beauty titles, including Miss USA. Lincoln. Can you imagine having 10 sisters with unique personalities and being the only boy in the family? The 11-year-old Lincoln has always been our favorite because we just can't believe he's managing to survive the madness that is the Loud House. Of course, he also wished to have brothers, but has seen that having sisters is a much better option. Lincoln is just about to enter his teenage years, and we found what the Loud House fans think he'll look like. Our first 2 illustrations belong to JBoy32X. You can see Lincoln definitely got taller in the first image. Although the artist claims this is him at 21, we do see some of his features, like his longer hair, come out during his teenage years. The second image shows him with Ronnie Ann, his school crush, who was actually pretty mean to him until she admitted she likes him. We also found this ridiculously cute, slightly younger version of Lincoln created by Seabart. We love his chipped tooth, and it looks like his white hair is beginning to grow out of control. Lincoln's personality is much more chill than the rest of his siblings, but we do wonder what he'll excel at later in life. We can see him take on jobs as a writer or a video game developer, as he loves anything related to fiction. The whole family. Just in case we'll miss anyone in this video, here's an illustration was done by the talented Seabart that shows every single Loud sibling at the age of 16. Aren't they completely adorable? We love that Lenny has stayed the same, but the rest of them have either grown or are looking slightly younger. Check them out! We have everyone from the youngest in the family to the oldest. Doesn't Lana look like Lenny? And Lynn and Luanne could practically be twins. We also found this illustration, created by the talented O Nariv on Tumblr, who humanized the characters and made them slightly more real. Some of them definitely look like they've hit their teenage years. It's hard to believe that this colorful family was once a family of 25 rabbits? Yes, Chris Savino initially created the Loud House rabbit characters and eventually changed them to adorable humans we know today. This is precisely why Lincoln has white hair, and some of them feature a buck tooth. Do you think the Loud House will be on the air long enough for us to see the entire family go through their teenage stage? We'd love to see an actual Loud House family portrait once they look older, but it looks like DeviantArt's Seabart gave us a pretty good preview. We can't even imagine everything they're going to achieve once they're older. Lucy. Lucy is only 8 years old, but she's already going through a phase some of us went through as teenagers. She's always dressed in dark clothing, and she's incredibly moody, but we, of course, still love her. We adore her sarcasm, even though she's sometimes scary looking, even to her own family members. Although her older teenage look is practically the same, we do love this version of Lucy. Check it out! JBoy32X reimagined her as a quite fashionable teenage girl, even though she's still rocking her dark look. On the other hand, CB Art's version of Lucy is slightly different. While she still features her signature dark clothing, she no longer has bangs that cover up most of her face. Her hair is longer and she's wearing a dress. This DeviantArt user also showed her in a dress. We love her long dark hair and the black and white sleeve covers and leggings. We can totally see Lucy looking like this when she hits her teenage years. Master Oh Yeah from DeviantArt also illustrated her in a unique way. This Lucy sports much shorter hair, but it definitely fits her look. He calls her the Duchess of Darkness, and it definitely is a perfect title for this moody character. Do you think her mood will ever improve, or will she forever rock dark clothing and entertain us with her sarcastic comments? Lana. And we can't forget about the 6-year-old Lana, who's probably the biggest tomboy. If you went through a tomboy phase in your childhood, we bet you can really identify with her character. Lana loves to do all the dirty work her sisters prefer not to do, and she especially loves playing in the mud. She's only 6, but we wonder if the teenage version of Lana would still prefer to be a tomboy rather than a girly girl. We'll have to wait to find out. In the meantime, here are some amazing illustrations of what Lana would look like in her teenage years. Seabart definitely thinks Lana might look slightly less tomboyish when she's 16. Check her out! She actually reminds us of Wendy from Gravity Falls on this picture. However, Nautical Pudding reimagined what Lana would look like at 14, and she's definitely still rocking her usual look. You can even see mud spots on her shirt. Like Lenny on DeviantArt illustrated her as a slightly different but still cute version. We love her pigtails. Cruella DeVille 184 showed us what both Lana and Lola would look like at 16, and we love that both girls look significantly taller. Of course, Lana's still rocking her red snapback. It's hard enough to choose a favorite Loud sibling, but it's even harder to choose which of these amazing illustrations we prefer. What do you think Lana would look like as a teenager? That's it for 10 Loud House characters reimagined as teenagers. For more videos like this one, check out 10 Loud House characters all grown up. See you next time!